Welcome, warriors, to the 30-day yoga challenge brought to you by the DiskoWizardYogi. This is day 1, and I want this flow to be symbolic from beginning to end. We're going to spend a majority of the flow on the ground. And what I want that to symbolize is us grounding ourselves to this idea of a commitment, the choice that we made to commit to this 30-day yoga challenge. It takes a warrior-like mentality to see a commitment the whole way through. And I really want to cultivate that mentality in this day 1 flow. At the end of the flow, we're going to come up to stand. And what I want that to symbolize is our readiness and willingness to take on whatever comes in this 30-day yoga challenge. I promise I'm going to make it a fun little adventure. You stay open-minded and playful, and we're going to have a good time. We'll learn some things, we'll laugh, and we're going to get to move our bodies. So thank you again for this commitment. And without further ado, let's get day 1 started. We start off seated. So if sitting cross-legged just doesn't feel good for you, please feel free to change this pose into staff pose, and you could go check out my breakdown on it. Okay, palms face down on the legs. Lengthen your spine to the best of your ability and slightly engage your core. Close the eyes, and a big intentional exhale through the mouth calls forth the beginning of this flow. Give yourself 3 rounds of breath. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. 2 more. Really make these breaths count. One more. Seal the lips, inhales and exhales through the nose. If you are not one to put some volume in your breath, maybe you're new to yoga and this is a new thing that's being asked of you, allow yourself to do that here. Bring some volume in. Make this breath different from your regular breath. Let this breath become known to you as the breath that you take to bring you into moments, to keep you away from distractions, and to bring yourself back to center. Give me a few more rounds of breath, in and out through the nose. Dedicate this next breath to this idea. We will have fun during this challenge. To this next breath, we will see this challenge the whole way through. I am confident in making this happen. Go ahead and flutter the eyes open on the next inhale. And let the exhale keep you there. On the inhale, extend the arms up towards the ceiling. And from here, stay there in the exhale. Keep extending your arms and try to create as much space as you can along your sides as you ground your hips to the floor and extend your fingertips up. On your next exhale, drop the right hand on the side of the hip and let the left arm go over as you create a left lateral stretch. Give me 3 rounds of breath here. Keep grounding through your left hip and extending through the left fingertips. 1 more round of breath. Let the inhale bring both arms up. And we switch sides. Left hand comes down, right arm goes over. 3 rounds of breath as you ground the right hip and extend through the right fingertips. One more round of breath. On the inhale, bring both arms up. And we move into a twist from here. Bring your left hand to the outside of the right knee, right hand behind the right hip. As you twist, bring the gaze over the right shoulder. Now, even while twisting, find an inhale that fills the belly. Fill the belly on the next inhale, and maybe with the exhale, press into your left hand, twist a bit more. One more round of breath. Arms come up and then we switch sides. Let the exhale take you there. 3 rounds of breath. Fill the belly. On the inhale, bring both arms up, and just the exhale, twist to the right. Inhale lifts you up. Other side. Inhale, arms up, and then bring palms onto the knees. Give yourself a round of breath here. From here, we meet at tabletop. Bring your palms down. Let the shoulders stack over the wrists. Let your knees be hip distance apart and underneath your hips. And from here, let the inhale bring you into cow pose as you tilt the tailbone up and let the belly fall. Bring the gaze up. And then on the exhale, cat pose as you round your back, starting at your tailbone and bring chin to chest. Inhale brings cow pose. Exhale brings cat pose. Three more of each, your breath. Your exhale brings cat. Really enjoy what's going on in your spine here as you create space between extending your spine through cow pose and flexing your spine through cat pose. We meet back at a neutral spine and then child's pose. Let the toes come to touch behind you, let the knees go wide and push the hips back. I'm going to bring blocks underneath my palms, but don't worry if you don't have any, that's completely fine. But you should go buy some. Let the chest come down, let the forehead come down. Child's pose. Breathe into the hip opener that child's pose provides. And keep pressing down into the palms. Let the elbows lift off of your mat. And we're in an active child's pose where we create a bit of a stretch along the shoulders and the chest. Give me 2 more rounds of breath. Next inhale, we meet back at tabletop. And give me 3 rounds, cow-cat, once again. Feel free to close the eyes and really imagine the space you're creating between each vertebra as you move between the poses. After you finish your 3, we meet in downward facing dog. Tuck the toes, lift the hips up. Really focus on the stretch along the back sides of the legs as you pedal out your dog. With the inhale, bring a high plank. And the exhale is going to bring you back, downward facing dog. Go ahead and give yourself 3 more. Now you can just lift the hips up to come back to your down dog. But something that I like to do is I inhale, come to my high plank. I bend into the knees a bit, press my chest closer to the thighs, and then extend the legs. 1 more, however you want to do it. High plank to down dog. Give me a couple more rounds of breath in your down dog. A little hack here is that you should freely be able to move between high plank and downward facing dog without moving your hands or feet. So you use that to kind of gauge whether your down dog is too short or too long. If ever you need to take a break, quick child's pose to let the knees come down. Give me 1 more round of breath here. Meet me at the top of your mat. At a forward fold, let the head hang heavy, and we'll grab opposite elbows, meeting in Ragdoll. Tilt the tailbone up, and let Ragdoll bring in a hamstring stretch here. Let your inhales fill your low back and fill the hamstrings. Exhale releases any tension there. Maybe you sway forward and back, left and right. We'll get a couple more rounds of breath here for the low back and hamstrings. Your next exhale, release the arms. Inhale, bring yourself to a halfway lift. Flatten the spine. Exhale, come to your fold. 3 more just like that. Inhale, halfway lift. Engage your spine. Bring the shoulder blades to pinch your spine. Exhale, brings yourself to a fold. Keep a micro bend in your knees just to stay safe. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Give me 2 more. Last one. We meet back in a fold. Bend your knees here. Let yourself come into a little bit of a chair pose. And then your exhale brings you back into your fold. We'll get 3 more just like that. As you inhale, bend the knees. Feel the legs engage here. Exhale, come back to your fold. 2 more. Last one. Halfway lift, just one more. Fold. Bend into your knees. We're going to come up to stand really slow. Bring hands to heart center. Inhale, come up. Feel free to exhale when you need. Keep your hands at heart center. Press into your palms. Let that really engage both arms here. This round of breath, we commit to this 30-day yoga challenge. This round of breath, we know we're going to have fun in this journey together. This round of breath is an acknowledgement to the choice that we made. On your next exhale, let it come out through the mouth. And bring your arms by your side, standing warrior. Okay. We did it. That is day 1 in the books. Again, I appreciate your time. I appreciate your commitment to this 30-day yoga challenge. As always, I wish you a beautiful life. Remember, like, comment, and share. It always helps. And definitely subscribe if you haven't already done so. Until the next time I see you, my friend, namaste. Peace.